guys, welcome back to another video. I am doing Walmart today because why the heck not? I'm doing it in my kitchen because I'm not about to carry all this stuff into my filming room. So it is what it is. I do have my light on in the background up here because it was just too dark. It's kind of early in the morning. I actually purchased all this stuff last night and I brought it all back out because I wanted to show you some of the fun things that I found at Walmart. So with all that said, guys, let's jump into the video. I hope you are doing fantastic. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Again, I say that because it helps my channel grow. And if you're new, definitely hit that subscribe bell and hype the video if you can, guys. Let's get into it. So, Walmart gets me in trouble. There are 1,000 Walmart videos out there. I can't even watch the Walmart haulers too much because when I do, I start going and I start spending. However, I do have to go at least once a month to Walmart to pick up a prescription. So I'm going to start off with that. So I had usually went to, I don't know where in all the different states. Comment and tell me what pharmacy you have in your area, but ours is generally like Walgreens or CVS or the Walmart. You know, there's other places, but that's where the general ones are. So I used to have all my prescriptions at Walgreens, but there's one prescription that they never seem to have in stock. So anyway, I say all that to say this, that I was at the Walmart, literally exhausted, did not want to go shopping, but you know me, I had to hit the clearance and that was over from there on out. So went and got a prescription, whole point of going there, $112 later. So let's see what we got today for $100. And to me, you know, $100 in 2025 is like $25, right? Things are outrageous. Now I'm gonna go by memory on most of it because I don't price this stuff and I don't want to just go down the receipt. I'll try to, you know, tell you from what I know that I bought because I do try to stay within a budget. You know I have a certain limits, but I was out of a lot of things food-wise, and that's what we're gonna see most of, but I did pick up some other essentials and some things for my grandbaby, you know that. So this is one of the things I picked up for my grandbaby because I haven't been able to find any bread that was decent at any other stores like Aldi yet, or well, I haven't been to Aldi, but the Dollar Tree, things like that. They usually have some out, but they just didn't have any good ones. So I just grabbed a quick bag of bread because my grandson is into sandwiches. He does come here. He's staying with me right now, him and my daughter. So yes, I said, let me go ahead and stock it up with some bread because normally this is something, you know, I'll just have and it'll just get older and older and older until I throw it out. But yeah, this was $1.42, which is about what I pay, you know, at the Dollar Tree these days, because everything's gone up. I love Sara Lee. They had it there, but I just didn't pick it up. I just grabbed that literally because my grandson loves the sandwiches right now. So this we did get into last night, I'm not gonna lie. When I crave something, and I have been doing very well as far as like I feel like I'm doing on my journey, I don't want to call it a diet, I just go ahead and get some of it and eat it because if I don't, I'm going to wind up eating everything else in the house. So I had this inkling, and I have been wanting this the whole summer, and this is basically the Great Value fat-free rainbow sherbet, which, you know, fat-free, that's neither here nor there. I don't even look at that stuff. I love rainbow sherbet. The main ones I love is the lime and the orange. I could take or leave the raspberry, so I haven't really touched this. But I'll tell you right now, I'll tell you what I got out of it. It was between me and my grandson. He had never seen this before, I don't guess, because he was like, what is that? And I tried to explain to him, it's like a popsicle in a popsicle ice cream. And then he was okay with it. He went ahead and had a bite. So I'm kind of glad that he did like it because I'm pretty much done with it. I mean, literally, it didn't taste like I remembered it tasting or what I was wanting it to taste like, which is a good thing, but we did give it into it. This was only $2.92, and I'm gonna tell you reason why I have not picked it up all summer because different brands, and I even think this brand has been out, at least at the Walmarts I've been going to, were like $5 and $6, and I don't pay that for ice cream, not because I know I don't need it. I need to put this back in the freezer, so I need to put that right there. I did grab a pack of these Great Value. If you saw the hodgepodge mess that's going on right here, you'll know. I'm gonna do that one next. These large white eggs. from Walmart. These were $3.36. Now they had the extra large ones for $3.86, and I almost got them, but I decided at the last minute just to get these. And I needed some eggs. I was pretty much out. They go until the end of October. It says until Halloween, but I go through eggs pretty fast these days. I boil them. I make deviled eggs. I love them. Okay, I'm going to show you this next item, which is why I just wanted to do this whole haul to begin with. Is this huge red ball. My grandson and I played with it all night last night, and I was like, I need to grab the ball back and put it right here so I can do this little haul. And he was like, what are you talking about, Glenn? I love little kids, and he may make an appearance in here. I don't know. It's pretty early. He may pop in at the last moment, but this is his ball. These little things have always been the pleasure of my kids growing up. I remember buying the bigger balls, and this is the bigger one. You know, they're usually a little bit smaller. $2.50, and I'm going to pop that in that room in there so he can play with it. But stuff like that is inexpensive. You can have hours of fun with it, and my grandson's eyes just lit up because he always says, Grandma, do I have a surprise? And I'm like, I know we shouldn't spoil the kids with surprises, but I try to do things. And a lot of times it's not even material things. We'll go out and, you know, we'll talk about the rabbit outside in the backyard, or we'll talk about the trees or whatever. I try to do things that educates him that's not always money related. I'm not, you know, a total spoiler. Anyhow, I did pick these up. These were $1.97, and I grabbed these because the last couple times I bought celery, it just pretty much, I didn't eat it. These are 4 packs with, I think, 3 or 4 stalks of celery in there. This, again, was $1.97. I'm going to eat this with some cream cheese or some peanut butter. Can I get that out? Because I'm finding myself not necessarily being hungry, but I want to snack, and I need to find something that I can, you know, snack better with. I love celery, by the way. I really love it dipped in ranch as well. When I go to get wings, I'm like, you make sure you give me a lot of celery because I like it with it. I did pick up this right here. This is the Hillshire Farm cheddar little smokies, and as you can see, I have nothing grouped together. This is like me pulling it straight from the bags. So yeah, there's that. I like to have these with scrambled eggs, fried eggs. I used to make these all the time in pig in the blankets, but I'm trying to stay away from the bread in my case. But I think my grandson would like these too with his breakfasts. And these, did I say what it was? I think they were $3.92 or $3.98. They're moving on up. And yeah, I like the ones that have the cheddar in it. And if I don't get the ones with cheddar, I get the all beef. So I picked that up. And I do have some other meats. I don't have a lot of meats. I really went there to look for some tenderloin, chuck tenderloin like I did last time. I don't even think I hauled that. If I get a chance, I'll put in the video of where I made this wonderful chuck roast. And I did like a little short for my members only channel. So guys, I purchased this small chuck roast at Walmart. Yes, the price is the price, but I found a recipe where you could put 2 sticks of butter and the meat in a crock pot and let it simmer overnight on low. And oh my gosh, stay tuned. I'm going to show you what it turned out to be. It was probably the best pot roast I've ever made in my life. So I let it cook well overnight, probably about 8 hours while I was sleeping. And when I woke up, this is the outcome. And my goodness, guys, let me just tell you, this was the tenderest piece of chuck roast I've ever ate. And it was so delicious, and I just can't wait to try it again. Very simple recipe. Couldn't believe it. And I'm going to tell you, I wish, one of the items that I had, I wish I would have had it then. It would have probably saved me a whole bunch of calories. Okay, speaking of sandwiches, I do pick up this little budding meat, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it lasts a long time. I can open up one, and my grandson can have like 3 sandwiches off of this, like literally. When I buy the big tubs, it seems like it spoils so fast. You know, personally for me, I don't eat sandwiches like that. I will take some turkey sometimes and just eat it, you know, right out of the, you know, put it on a plate and eat it right out there with no bread. But not often. But these just seem like they keep better than me buying big tubs of it. And I have like 2 in the refrigerator, and he just likes this kind of meat. So I grew up on budding meat. I don't have no problem with it. I'm still alive. Comment, let me know if you guys have had some budding meat in your life. And these were, actually these were 78 cents a piece. And I can remember when these used to be for $1. They have beef, they have turkey, they have the honey roasted turkey, which is what I always get, which is what my grandson likes. They have ham, they have all kinds. I did pick up this Smucker's sugar-free Concord grape. I'm not the hugest grape jelly or any jelly kind of person, but I'm going to be making a peanut butter and jelly smoothies because I've just been craving that. That helped me a lot when I would, you know, try to cut back on calories when I wanted something sweet. This was $2.98, which is not bad for Smucker's and sugar-free to boot. Yes, I did. I picked that up because I'm going to be making that pretty soon. Okay, what's the next bag? Okay, this one, I definitely wanted to talk about the dollar section, and I'm going to call it the dollar section, but it's not the dollar section. It's like when you walk into the Walmarts on the one end. I don't know where the Walmarts are, but when you walk in, they got this one section. Actually, they have another section on the other end with food, but this one is like seasonal stuff. And so right now, everything Halloween's out. And so when I was trying to leave, I was just going to get the prescription and go out the door. I saw the clearance hickey, and then I saw the seasonal thing, and I want to talk about it, but I was trying to find the other piece before I do that. Well, I'll start off with these two, and then I'll tell you about another one when they come. So right off the bat, if you guys remember me showing you some Bridgerton stuff like that, that's kind of the section it is. And they have like popular TV shows. They had some Wednesday stuff for a while back, but I wasn't really into that at that moment. But right now they have the Halloween, and go figure, I don't know which one was which, but one of these was $1 because it has $1 here on the thing, or does it have it on? You know, oh, it must have been this one. Okay, so this one has $1. Can you see it right there? But this one must have been the one that rang up for 75 cents, which is weird because it don't have $1 on there. But anyway, one was $1 and one was 75 cents. And of course they're bubbles, and you know who these are for. And I, you know, look at this stuff, and they had some really good stuff, and I didn't film it. I regret that, but I'm probably going to go back and look at it again, you know, within the next couple weeks and see what, you know, they still have there. Because if you don't catch it like right at the first of the month, by the middle of the month, they've already started putting stuff on clearance or it's wiped out. So I picked these up for my grandson. And I mean, I'm going to tell you, the stuff there, they have dollar stuff and 75-cent stuff, actually, that I wasn't even expecting. So, you know, Dollar Tree, are you paying attention? But anyhow, I digress. I did find only 2 of these, and I'm contemplating on whether to give these to my grandson. These are the little mini Monster Jams surprise bags, which he absolutely positively goes out of his mind about. And they're real tiny little cards he can keep in his fist. And I do have 4 other ones that I hauled back way when that I said I was going to give to him at Christmas. But, you know, it's his birthday coming up, and I'm thinking I'm going to give him at least one of these. I don't know if I might, if I find the other 4, I might pull one from there. These are the newest ones. I think they have like little characters on them. I don't know. There's so many different ones, so many different levels. And yeah, these were $2.98 a piece. They were the only 2 I could find. And I always look down that aisle to look for those because it just makes my grandson happy. Also, I am just bummed out, but I did get this because I know that I'm going to need it because my hair is acting like nuts right now. It's just the dark roots are just growing in. I guess I'm going to have that smoky look the rest of my life. But I do use this to kind of, you know, tame that color sometimes, just so it don't look like I got 15 different colors in my hair. Love this stuff, but I don't love the fact that the prices have jumped up. This was $5.28, and I mean, I know that there's hair color out there that's 3 times as much as that, but this used to be $2, and you guys know it, but I love it. I always have to get the ash color because of my hair. If I don't, I have that red hue in it. This is 05 Color Silk, and it's the Ultra Light Ash Blonde, ammonia free. I bought 2 of them. I have a couple that I think I hauled back. I haven't colored my hair since I said that, but I have got to do it because it's driving me nuts. You don't really see it unless it's like I got it pulled up or it's getting, you know, like dirty and I need to wash it. But when I have it styled, it pretty much doesn't show. But I don't have it styled all the time. I just do that for you guys on the camera. Okay, I had bought another one of these. Did it open? This is the conditioner. Let me make sure I did get the conditioner because I have messed around and got the shampoo before. I hauled the shampoo, Pantene. I think that one was 28 ounces or 22 ounces. And this is 25 ounces, but this is the conditioner because I do have a few of the little squeeze ones, but I've got where I don't like them. I use way too much when I squeeze them. This is 1 pump and it lasts me forever. I used to get these at Ollie's and, you know, Big Lots or wherever I could find them. I need some coupons. I need some Pantene coupons because this was $8.88, which you guys out there might spend tons for your cosmetics and your shampoos and your haircuts. Not me. I have had to budget my whole life, and I just happened to like this. And actually, my daughter, when she was like 13, we used I think it was Suave. I don't even remember, but whatever was the cheapest thing out there. And she begged me to buy some Pantene, and I'm like, no, I'm not spending the money on Pantene. And then, you know, I was always coloring my hair, and I don't know, I think someone actually gave me some, or I was somewhere, maybe I went on vacation and got the little trial things, but anyway, I digress. And I fell in love with it because it works on my hair, but it is pretty much the ones that say the color treated. You know, they have all different types, you know, repair, you know, moisturizing, curly. If you want to try it out, I don't know, I like it. A lot of people can't use it, and sometimes I will try to switch it out with other ones, but I always wind up going back. Yes, that was $8, but it'll last me hopefully a while until I can get a coupon or find out. Okay, here's the other little item that I got that was $1, and it's just one of those little games that you do the little hoops on. My grandson is into these kind of things, and it was $1. It's the season, and I just thought, oh, I'm gonna buy that for him, and I'm gonna give that to him as one of his little surprises, probably here in the next couple of days. His birthday is literally right around the corner. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put this out. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'll probably get this out before his birthday because they're doing it on the 11th. So we shall see. I never know. I've got so many things going on with my videos, but I'm going to try to plug it in before then. But yes, this was $1. This was $1, and this was 75 cents. And I'm just stoked about it. These are the kind of things that I used to get the thrill of at Dollar Tree. So now I may have to start checking out some things at Walmart because they do have some, you know, deals. But the thing is they have everything, and I'm obsessive. I'm one of those people that when I started one thing, I have to go through the whole store, and I did. I went pretty much through every little area, breezed through it. I didn't like take my time. I was probably in there about a good 30, 45 minutes. I knew I wanted to get a couple of food items, and I just thought I would bring you a video because why the heck not? Now, I do buy the Coke Zeros when they're on sale, only when they're on sale. These were on sale for $3.28. No, $3.98, excuse me. They had been being $5.28. And I know that's just a few dollars, but those few dollars matter in my book. I bought these, and I have a couple 6-packs that my mom's gotten from Kroger. And comment, let me know. I don't go into grocery stores because I stopped shopping at grocery stores when my kids got older and moved out because I realized I was buying stuff impulsively because I was hungry, things that would just sit and rot, things that just went out of date that I just spent too much money on because it was a splurge thing. So I just don't go. If I do go into a grocery store, I have a list, and I just do it and leave because it gets me in trouble. Walmart, like I said, it gets me in trouble too, but my mom does do the Krogering. She gets those coupons, and she gets some really good deals. So she had already bought me a couple of these already, and I've been weaning myself off of them, and I had actually stopped drinking them for like 3 months. But guys, water and, you know, juice, and I do drink a little bit of unsweetened tea. It gets kind of bland after a while, and you just want a swig of some soda. I'm just going to say it. It's a vice. You got to have a vice. I did pick these up because I'm starting to realize, like with the sherbet, my sweet tooth is bothering me. I want to eat sweets like nobody's business. So I did pick up one of these cherry cola, Coca-Cola Coke Zeros, and I like to put them, kind of get them slushy in the refrigerator, and I like to have one of those. And it kind of seems like a little sweet snack, in my opinion. Again, they were on the $3.98 deal, and those will last me a while because I usually try to only have them on the weekend if I can, you know, if I can. I did buy a small thing of lettuce because I'm in love right now with homemade coleslaw, and I'm very basic. It's just mayonnaise, salt, and pepper, nothing extra, nothing less. I sometimes will buy cabbage, a bigger one, and it just sits in there until it just rots. Thought, well, maybe it'll trick my mind to get a small one. This was $1.18, believe it or not. Pretty good price, in my opinion. I'll be making coleslaw because I am doing the little smoked sausage, which I'm going to show you in a minute. I love those with a side of coleslaw. It's just nice. I like it. I like it. I'm running out of space. Okay, and then I did pick up 3 Roma tomatoes. I wasn't actually going to do this, but I was already there. Well, there goes one in the floor. Only me. Believe me, there's 3. There's one there. I'm not going to grab it because of time purposes because I literally wanted to just do a quick video. These were 94 cents a pound. I don't remember if I can see it real quick on this receipt. I want to say it was like $1.12, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, $1.12, which is what I pay at Aldi. And I knew I wasn't going to Aldi this week because I have to have a list at that place too, which I buy the same things over and over and over at Aldi. That's why I haven't been really bringing you another video from them, because I've been showing you the same thing. But when I find like little trends or things that I know you guys can, you know, maybe catch at your area, I want to show you them. So I did get some bananas for my grandson. This is definitely going to be for him. I'm probably going to invest in one of them banana holders because I noticed that they get, you know, they get spoiled real fast. He's, you know, good about when I say no sweets, or his mom won't let him have any sweets, even though these are more probably that's a blooper. They're filled with sugar, even though they're fruit, more than some candies out there. I realized that when I was going on the keto diet. But he's young, he's growing, and he burns off his calories like nobody's business. So I don't mind, and I'd rather him get a banana than, you know, a chocolate chip cookie or, you know, some chocolate or whatever. So I might invest in one of those things. But these were 58 cents a pound, and I don't remember what they were either. I want to say they were like less than $1. And, you know, that's pretty much with all these prices. I thought 54 cents a pound was pretty doggone good, but they were all green. $1.12. No, that's the tomatoes. Bananas, 54 cents a pound. No, these were actually $2. No, that's not right. It says, oh, it was 2.35 pounds, but what's $1.25? Okay, $1.25, which is wonderful for a snack for my grandson. I couldn't get that at the Dollar Tree, right? Okay, so, or maybe I could. All right, I did grab 2 of these because I do make chicken Caesar wraps with these. These are the 0 carb counters, but they've got a lot of junk in them, a lot of really not great ingredients. But sometimes I want something quick, fast, in a hurry, and if I have these on hand, like I can make the mock of the Taco Bell crunch wraps. You know, I can even make a homemade burrito, whatever you want to do with them. They are pretty good in a pinch. $5, $4.98. But I got them because they'll last forever, and I think they have a good date to them, probably till like November something. And then I did get the smaller ones. This is the ones I'll probably go to more so than this. This would be like dinner options. But sometimes I just want the taste of chewiness, and I'll just, you know, put some cheese on one of these. And these actually say they're 0 net carbs, but of course you got to watch out for your calories and all that stuff. These were $3.28, $4.98 and $3.28, and they'll last me a while. And I had a couple of them in that I just finished up like a few days ago, and I was like, yep, it's time for me to go ahead and grab some more while I'm at Walmart. And that's where I find them at Walmart. You can find some at Aldi, but they're not my phase. Okay, I am going to be eating a lot of, which you haven't seen the lettuce yet, but a lot of lettuce stuff. I'm gonna do some salads before it gets really, really cold, because I want some. One of the things that really helps me, and I know, you know, these are not the greatest. These are gonna be for the, I like the, at Dairy Queen. Guys, I really love their buffalo chicken salad, strips salad, whatever it's called. I love them, but they get pricey, and you know, they're getting smaller and smaller. And so I just one day said I'm gonna learn how to make it myself. So I'll take like 3 of these, maybe 4 of these. Now these are like chicken bites. Sometimes I'll get the strips, so I might have to use a little bit more of these because I didn't see any at the Walmart there, and I'm totally out of the ones that have the little breading on it. But I'm gonna make the fried buffalo Wendy's style salad, which is basically a little bit of bacon, some chicken, you know, 4 or 5 pieces of this, bunches of lettuce, which I just like regular lettuce. You know, it doesn't have to be anything special. Iceberg lettuce is fine with me. Some people want romaine, whatever, but I like the iceberg. And then I don't put carrots in or anything like that unless I buy it in the bag with it already made. But I put lots of cheese, and I put, you know, I put the ranch dressing on there. And love, love, love it. And I make a big Jethro bowl of it, I'm not gonna lie. I probably have like 6 servings of salad with some protein. So that was $8.98. That chuck roast that I bought, I hope I put in the video. I hope I can find it. I hope I don't forget. This right here is the bird's eye mashed cauliflower, sour cream and chive. They had the roasted garlic, but I like this a little bit better because when I had the roasted garlic, I wound up putting a lot more sour cream and my own stuff in there. Basically it says 9 carbs per serving. I don't even know about all that, but it's not for everybody. I'll tell you right now, it's not for everybody. But if you do like cauliflower, it's a good, substitute for regular mashed potatoes. And I wish I would have had these on hand when I made that chuck roast because I was just eating it straight with just the meat and maybe a little bit of vegetables here and there that I could find. But I went ahead and grabbed these, but I didn't find any good looking chuck roast that wasn't under like 30 bucks, because that one I bought was like $17, but I ate off of it all week long, so it was well worth it. But yes, these were only $2.98 a piece, which I didn't think was too bad. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I make them, I will probably have half. It's like how many servings here is. Oh, okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it is 2.5 servings per container. So I will be eating most of this because I made most of this by myself. So it will be a little bit over a serving because I just do that right there. But I thought this was going to be, say, it was 4 servings. And I was going to say I'd eat half of it. But it's really doggone good, especially when you add, some more sour cream and cheese. And you just make it in your mind that it's like real mashed potatoes. I like it, I like it, I like it. Another thing that I have been craving is some okra, and I like to put this in the air fryer. I used to want to have it with the bread on it, but then I realized that I just like okra, and I'll just put some salt and pepper on it, and I'll throw it in the air fryer and eat it like a snack. And now they do have carbs and stuff, it's not something I can just eat like willy-nilly. This is 4 servings, so I will usually cut this in half, break it in half, and pour half of it in the air fryer. And this is something that I'll eat with sides sometimes, and sometimes I'll eat it, when I'm fiending for a snack, I'll go do that. And literally, I had no okra, and I wanted, these were only $1.90, no, $1.54, because the breaded ones, well, not the breaded ones, the longer stem ones were $1.98. So these were, I bought 2 of these for $1.54, and they are the great value. I don't care. The great value is just like any value to me. Whatever I can get with a value is fine. This stuff needs to go back to the freezer. Okay, and then, this was a Splurge item, and I actually was going to eat this last night, but my daughter surprised me with some Chick-fil-A, and I said, well, it was just a sandwich. I said, no, let me just go ahead and eat the Chick-fil-A because, she offered it. And it never matters when I'm going to try to really cut back. My son took me to the Golden Corral. That's all I need to say, for breakfast. Actually, it was his birthday weekend, but he took me out to eat and paid for it. I was like, wow. And of course, I'm not going to say no, because if I wanted him to take me months back when I was just wanting to eat like a crazy person, wouldn't be seen or heard of. But let me start saying I'm really going to get serious about cutting back. He takes me to the Golden Corral for the breakfast, and it was a wonderful time with him. Then my daughter surprises me bringing me some Chick-fil-A, but I had got these because I was going to take 2 of them, and I was only going to do 2 because I do like corn. That's one of the things that I really miss, just eating willy-nilly the way I want to. And I love Mexican street corn. I had never seen this. This bag was $3.98, and that's not the greatest deal for just 4 things, for mini corn on the cobs. This is the Mexican street corn with cotija, lime, and cilantro, 4 mini ears. And the best part about this, you can pop it in your air fryer. And I was like, oh yeah. And it says must be cooked thoroughly, really. And it's the Pick Sweets Farms. I love their brands. $3.98, 100% all natural. And I know corn is corn. I love it. I love the Mexican street corn. I got to get these back in the freezer. Okay, I also, when I am really wanting something like ice cream, I take these, and do I have some right here? Oh, I do. This is some stuff I got from the Dollar Tree. It's the Coke Zero. Lord, I must want some Coke Zero. It's the Zero Sugar Jello Cheesecake. I take this and I mix it into one of these tubs, and, eat off of it as I need to. There's still sugars and there's still things you shouldn't have, but when you're trying anything you want to, not to eat the sherbet, which had like 45 things of sugar in it, or I'm just going off my head. I don't know if that's how many, but it's a lot. And who knows, God, only how many carbs. This is something that tricks my brain, and it works. And I like it, and I need to have something because I'm a sweet fiend. Lord, I just love it. I did grab some of this Daisy cottage cheese, and I'm going to try If it's not going to be this week, it might be the next week. I'm going to try to make a couple. I don't think I might maybe we'll get like 2 of the recipes that I've been finding. God, cottage cheese is blowing up in the keto world. All these cottage cheese recipes, and some of them sound doggone good. So I got this. This was like $2.98, and it was the classic 4. And I don't think it had a lot of bad stuff in it. But I do like cottage cheese, so we're going to see how that goes. And I did pick up one of these Daisy sour creams because I love them. I like the Daisy brand. This was $2.98, and this was $2.98. And I'm like, eh. But I like the Squirt one because that way I won't put a lot of sour cream because I love it. These were $1.29 or $1.28 because the name brand ones was $1.94. I remember that. But I bought 2 of these if I didn't say that. And I have like 2 in my freezer because they're my go-to when I just have to have some sweets. And then I did buy a head of lettuce. Guys, this was $1.98, which was better because they had gotten up to like $2. What brand is this? This is Dandy. I'll be eating like the salads. I'm gonna eat the buffalo chicken salad. I'm gonna make some Cobb salad. I'm gonna make probably some grilled chicken Caesar salad and some taco salad. So I'm gonna make sure this does not go to waste because I cannot stand myself when I allow the lettuce to wilt. I did buy a pack of this Oscar Mayer's Smokies, and I like to have those with that coleslaw. They were $2.98 as well. I should have got another pack, but I only got 1. Then I did buy some strawberries. I really got them for my grandson. These were $2.92. Oh no, they were $2.32. But I'm also going to make a strawberry low carb milkshakes with almond milk with that, so I wanted to have it. And then I did buy the good old standby for my grandson. This was cheaper than buying the little half cartons. This was $3.12, and it'll probably get through most of the week, I guess. This was the Great Value gallon 1% chocolate milk because he loves his chocolate milk. And he goes through it quite a bit. And now that he's here, 24/7 most of the time, he's here every other day. That's a whole nother video to make. I make sure I keep it on hand. I've already gone through I had 4 in the pantry that I got from Dollar Tree, and 3 of them, one's in the refrigerator, 2 of them he's already drank up. And I thought, yeah, we need to keep that on hand because I don't want to know what he's like when he wants his chocolate milk, because he'll say, Grandma, can I have some chocolate milk? It's so sweet. It's the last thing I got, guys, that I wanted to show you. And I just thought it was stinking cute. You know who these are for? They're for Grandma. No, I'm just kidding. These are the Tyson Spooky Nuggets. Now, I still have some Tysons, I think they're Tysons, that are Mickey Mouse shaped heads. And then last night when I had come back from the grocery store, my mom had got some dinosaur ones. I don't know if they were Tyson. My grandson likes the characters. He does, and he'll eat these more than not. I don't like to push this kind of stuff on them because they're not the best, but kids love chicken nuggets. They like hot dogs. They like pizza. They like sandwiches. It is what it is. He'll grow his palate, but for right now, I'm going to keep these because they'll last for a while. They go into like 2028. Did that say 2028? I know that says 2026. I was like, what? 2026. But these are the Spooky Nuggets. I think they'll be cute to have for him to, put out for the holiday of Halloween. I just think they're cute. This is a 27-ounce bag. This was only $6.97. So my whole total came up to $104. No, because they forgot the ball. $106.86. There was $2 in one tax, $3 in another. Jacked it up to $112. So I'm just going to say, really, it was $100 because everything else, a little over $100 was taxes, because taxes are eating us alive, right? But yes, guys, I just wanted to bring you another quick, which are not so quick, Walmart video. I'm starting to, like Walmart. Their prices may just be as good as any other place. Comment, let me know if you're watching the video, if you like Walmart videos or what types of stories you would like to see. I'm just trying to show you things that I'm purchasing that I use. And yeah. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out. And if you stay to the end of the video, put in the comments spooky. And that way I'll know you're engaging and you're liking this kind of content. Because it is October, right? It's supposed to be spooky. It don't have to be spooky scary. It could just be spooky fun, right? All right, like, share, comment, hype, subscribe. Do what you got to do because it helps my channel grow. And I really do appreciate you guys. Love you, love you, love you. And I'll see you in a new one. very, very soon.